with our legal guys now. We have some very fascinating cases involving some familiar faces. We're looking at Charlie Sheen. He's back in rehab, sort of, right? Halle Berry fighting for her daughter, and Lindsay Lohan in possible trouble again, this time over a necklace. Was it hers? Was it borrowed? What? Our legal guys are right here. Civil rights attorney Avery Friedman in Cleveland and New York criminal defense attorney Richard Herman in Las Vegas. Okay, let's begin with Charlie Sheen. He's taking a little time off for some rehab. But wait a minute, Avery, is this rehab at a facility or is it at his house, his compound? Straighten this one out for me.
I don't know what it is. He's holed up in his home. It's really not legitimately rehab. But here's the key in understanding what's going on, Frederica.
Yeah.
$100 million. That's what CBS says they make after they paid Charlie $2 million per episode.
Oh my gosh.
Reuters reports that they've ordered up. CBS has extra episodes of Mike and Molly. Oh, no. But there's no way they're going to get the remaining 24 done. And so $100 million, CBS is going to show tolerance.
Oh, interesting, Richard. So he gets a lot of second chances, doesn't he?
I mean, you want to talk about celebrity justice. This guy announces, I'm going to have a hooker blowout party this weekend, and they're going to bring suitcases of cocaine to my house, and we're going to party like crazy. And he does that. He gets rushed to the hospital, half dead probably. He doesn't get charged. As far as I know, none of the entertainment are interviewed. I mean, 2.5 men, it's going to be 1.5 men soon. This guy has a death wish. He's going to get it. He's completely out of control. And, you know, we should stop giving him all these second chances. Anybody else situated in his shoes would be in prison right now.
Okay, now let's talk about this custody battle also. You know, they're in California, this involving Halle Berry and her ex-boyfriend, Gabrielle Aubry. And now, you know, over the custody of their daughter, Nayla, I think I pronounced, Nala. So now it's gotten so ugly, apparently, Richard and Avery, that Halle Berry is saying that he is a racist, that he used some foul language, and she's very concerned about the safety of Nala. So Avery, you know, they already had shared custody after their split. Now it's a struggle over sole custody?
Well, no. They want, Gabriel wants shared custody. The problem is that Halle was about to make a movie in South Africa that was going to keep her away for 3 months. Part of the contract, interestingly enough, was that Gabriel was going to go along with, but it was only for 2 weeks. He got mad. Now there's, you know, allegations and counter-allegations. He says that Halle is treating him like a sperm donor. And the fact is that Nala deserves a mom, deserves a dad. Ultimately, if I were the judge, you'd have to work something out. But the allegations going back and forth is no good for Nala, who is going to be 3 years old next month.
Wow. And so, Richard, pretty serious because Halle Berry pulls out of that movie in South Africa. Somebody else is now in for her. So she is standing by her claim, isn't she?
Well, she's standing by her claim, and I don't think we should shed a tear for her financially. There'll be other movies for her. But, you know, Fred, this area of law, this domestic relations area, this is the highest level of just vicious commentary back and forth between the parties of any other area of law. And, you know, at the end of the day, the best interests of the children are what's paramount. That's what a judge will weed through. A lot of these comments that are being made in the press, they're just going to be discarded as just, you know, hurt feelings and just ridiculous statements. The courts will deal with it.
That's right.
And now Lindsay Lohan back in the spotlight, in the legal spotlight once again, but this time over a necklace, this $2,500 necklace. Did she borrow it? Did the jewelry store legitimately give it to her, thinking they were going to get it back? And there was a search warrant that was about to be executed, Avery. They were ready to go into her home and grab this necklace, but then she or her peeps decided to return it voluntarily.
Yeah.
So is there still going to be a case? Could this jewelry store end up, you know, trying to press charges or accuse her of trying to steal it?
Well, they have. They have video that she took it. There are no insurance release forms. She has it. The only evidence she has that it was lent to her is her own word.
Does that video kind of demonstrate that maybe word of mouth, somebody said, okay, you know, we know you. You can just go ahead and borrow this. And then she puts it on and walks out.
I don't think so. It doesn't work that way. I think actually it's a serious, serious matter. You know, she's on probation. She screws up 6 months in jail. She's got a hearing coming up later this month. I think it's a great big bowl of trouble for her right now. I don't know what she's going to do about it.
Richard, how do you see this playing out?
Well, she has a history of sticky fingers from, among other things, stealing fur coats and jewelry. I mean, they have her dead to rights. The store said it's very, very difficult to borrow from our store and leave it at that. So they didn't give it to her to borrow.
Yeah.
If the Betty Ford Clinic is going to have any credibility, and if Judge Fox is going to have any credibility, they must violate her on the probation. She must go to prison. She is completely,
so
again,
sad.
out of control.
Ouch.
Celebrity justice.
Harsh.
She's gone. She's a train wreck. She needs to really, they need to put her away for a long time, Fred.
Oh, okay.
I
All
mean,
right,
she
Richard,
needs help,
Avery.
that's all.
Yeah, that's tough. Richard, Avery,
Yeah.
good to see you all. Appreciate
Woo.
it. Avery, you should
We
always
missed
wear
you, Fred.
green. I can really see your green eyes because that green tie is so pretty. You'll have a
Oh,
great day.
really?
Sorry, I just had to say that.
Okay.
It's been
I love
arresting.
your green jacket.
Oh, thank you.
Those are contacts.
All
Those
right.
are contacts, Avery.
You all-
Come on.
Oh, Richard, you all have a great one. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. See you next time. All right, people across the U.S. expressing solidarity with the protest